This lesson is going to be about jig walks, which is another 6-count basic that's a lot of fun to add into your social dancing.
And for this step, we're going to replace our triple steps with kick steps. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then you should go back and review our fundamentals footwork that talks about all the different rhythmic options we have for our patterns. To do this, we're going to start with actually a palm-to-palm position versus a regular Lindy hop handhold. And then, again, the hand around the back for this closed position. Now, to begin with, we're going to make sure that we're offset of each other. So from this position, you can see that Evita's right shoulder is lined up with the center of me, and my right shoulder is actually lined up with the center of Evita, like so. So we can see over each other's shoulders. That will help ensure that we don't kick each other. Now, from this position, we're going to do a rock step and then 2 kick steps. Rock, step, kick, kick.
And you can see that we're kicking between the legs.
Rock, step, kick.
And we're kicking low so as not to hurt anybody.
Kick, kick.
We also have a little bit of space between our hips, especially on the rock step, so it kind of looks a little cartoony and a little fun versus other dance styles where you press completely up against each other. You don't want to do that.
Yep. When we do this again, you can see, or show you from all the angles, kick, kick, what that footwork looks like when we're offset. Kick, kick. The first kick for me, leaders, with my left foot is to the outside of my partner, and the second kick step with my right foot is in between the legs. Kick. We're going to rotate this around. Kick, kick, and rock, step, kick, kick, and then you can see for Evita, her first kick step after the rock step is between my legs. And the second kick is to the outside. Kick, kick, rock step, kick, kick, and good. Yeah?
You'll also notice that when we take the rock step, our bodies do kind of go away from each other, and then we stand a bit more upright for the kicks. Another thing you might have noticed is that our bodies ever so slightly shift to one side. Not hugely, but just so that it is easier to commit to that foot while this one is kicking. So instead of keeping your body completely straight and kicking, you allow your hips to go a little side to side to be comfortable on the supporting leg.
The last little element of leading that I want to offer up, which ties into Evita's idea of coming up after the rock step, is this hand connection, the leader's left to the follow's right. When I take that rock step with a partner, I'll usually have the hand low. And then when I go for that kick step, I'll bring the hand a little high like this. Rock, so that they have an understanding or a good sense on both sides that we're going to do a jig walk, boom. Versus keeping the hand low, it's not very clear what the next idea could be.
The other nice thing is that at the moment it's a 6-count basic. But if Michael keeps the hand up and keeps me close to him, we could just continue kicking for a while as opposed to keeping it in only 6 counts, like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2.
Yeah. So yes, that's a beautiful point, Evita.
Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome. You can extend these kick steps in pairs of 2. For as long as you would like, and then you can reset with that rock step. So right away you have your basic 6-count version, and then you can extend that as a musical choice, which I think is really powerful.
Lastly, in jig walks, we were showing them to you where we are facing each other, but you could take the partnership and stand side by side. Now, not to be confused with your basic Charleston step side by side, this is going to be 6 counts. And we're still going to use the rock step, kick, kick. Now, even though this is very fun and maybe looks like a side-by-side Charleston, you have to remember that we are still in 6 counts.
So counting this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's where you get a 6-count version.
And so Michael and I, we can demonstrate perhaps doing it where we face each other and then changing to side by side.
Sure.
Just because it's kind of fun, it adds variety.
Kick, kick.
So Michael's holding me face to face, and then he changes our positioning so that we're side by side and lets go of the front hand. The other thing that's quite important is Michael is leading my rock step. As we already said, the arm goes down, but then when we go side by side, I can feel the rock step around my waist, and with my left arm around this upper arm, I can feel him go back for the rock step.
Good. I will say about this 6-count version of jig walks in side by side, it's really actually quite a challenging step because it is so similar to our basic 8-count Charleston.
That's true.
So one of the things I'll offer as a tip is that when we're doing this, and it's easier to see this in a profile position, when we do our basic 8-count Charleston, after the rock step, the kick step is usually forward. And then we have kick, kick, step.
That's for your 8-count Charleston.
To differentiate for the 6-count from rock step, I go up, up, back, rock step, up.
That's fun.
Up, back, rock step, up, up. So if you have kick, step, kick, it's going to be harder to go back after you've gone forward for that first kick step. So there's a little bit of a lead moment that will help you leaders keep control of your own body and therefore transmit that for your partner.
Very cool. I like that.
Yeah. So there is your 6-count jig walk, both in closed position as well as the side-by-side position.